Well, that's awkward. It shows the quick save I did. Everyone, good morning! Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Legend of Grimrock II. Trying to do retakes of my introduction is going to be a bit awkward if I'm trying to show off that I can do this without having to do reshoots. But that's never been the case for me in these videos. Hello! Hello! So, right. Let's talk really quick about Grimrock II before we actually play the game and I do a proper introduction to you guys. Everyone, thank you for being so kind and excited to see this series on the channel. Seeing you guys react this way makes me react in the same way. There's a great dichotomy between you viewers and people who upload the videos for you viewers to watch. And seeing people excited and happy, thrilled, and are interested in watching the videos that go up keeps me very interested and excited to be recording the series. And I'm so grateful for all the kind comments, the thumbs ups, and even the viewers who just stop by, watch a few minutes, and are like, hey, that was kind of cool, but I'm gonna watch something else now. I'm still super grateful for you guys for showing up for those few minutes you did. Even if that's all that you've done. Thank you everyone for being so kind to see and so excited once again to see this video show up for my channel. Holy crap, I am super excited to play this game again. So I figured what we're going to do now is I'm going to say hello, welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Grimrock II. And I'm going to do some brief inventory management as I chat with you guys about what went on in the last video. So in that last video, our heroes began their adventure of sorts, kind of forced to begin their adventure if they didn't want to starve to death on the beach. Imprisoned for reasons that we are not told as to why, our heroes were in the brig of a ship, which was transporting them to who knows where. And it ran a reef aground, thanks to, it looked like some magic alterations or some sort of spell, which twisted the compass, which was guiding the ship, and apparently might have magically made the ship stick to that course as it ran a reef. Or reefed itself? I don't quite know the proper phraseology for it. But in any case, it worked out for the heroes, as unfortunately, or fortunately, everyone else died. Except for our four heroes here, who miraculously made it to the beach aboard the Flotsam in their cage. I can't believe I forgot to equip the frostbite necklace. Oh, I'm glad I'm doing this, so I can just make sure that I have everything equipped I want equipped, and everyone has the things I want them to have. Okay, let's also take this out. Okay, we have seen some notes addressing whoever who had arrived at this beach from someone called the Island Master, who apparently is not happy that someone would be here, but has provided a bunch of what looks like tests to see if we're worthy to proceed onward, and or for his own amusement, as he watches from who knows where, or potentially will watch as from who knows where, as he becomes aware of us. Right now, the notes are addressed to no one in particular, but I think that will change as we proceed onward. We've beaten the first trial, which was sounding a horn at a ring of stones and defeating 3 of these grasping or strangling vines, which could shoot poison bolts at us and do decent damage if we were standing right up to them and they were able to hit us. But we defeated those creatures and have proceeded onward. In case you guys are curious as to what levels our characters are and where their skills are, I will show this off at the beginning of each video. So here is Payton Fane. A little bit of heavy weapons. We'll be putting more points in this. He's going to be our heavy weapons, light armor character for his focus. We have Devised, our human paladin, who grabbed a little more points in armor so he can wear light armor without any penalties. Aglaya, I think I got that right, of Mitri, our throwing minotaur, banished, well, not banished, her tribe was killed due to prejudice against the skin color of her, as this type of minotaur from where she hails, of Mitri, is disliked or believed to be cursed and not welcome in standard Minotaur society unless a war is present, in which case their help is greatly appreciated while the war is ongoing, and then quickly forgotten when it's over. That reminds me a little bit of the Homeworld Cataclysm initial battle, where all the other clans are thanked, except for your clan, who shows up to help. And it was because of your clan that the battle for oh, I forget what the capital was. It wasn't. I can't remember. But that went well because you showed up. And Zifnab the Mage, who is going a little more heavy into fire magic at this moment. He's going to become our fire mage for the most part, too, as we go forward. But air magic will catch up eventually to fire. I'm doing too much babbling. All right, so with all that said, let's now start. A heads up that I am trying to record this game now at 1920 by 1080p. I can see that I don't really want to talk about too much games, metagaming stuff. I would prefer to talk about the game itself. But my frame rate seems to be fluctuating between 40 and 30 FPS. So hopefully the slower FPS is acceptable to you guys. All right, and we have, I think, our first pit. Our first pit. So we have to talk about this briefly, or I want to, before we continue onward. Pits. In Grimrock II, there are wounds that your character can take. Certain creatures have a higher chance of wounding you than other creatures do. Wargs, for example, have a good chance of wounding you when they attack you. Falling down pits has a decent chance of wounding your legs or your feet. We are playing with the single-use heal crystals in effect. Normally, you can click on a heal crystal and it will cure your hit points, restore all your energy, resurrect anyone who is dead, and heal any wounds. But we only have single-use crystals. So when it comes to pits, I'm going to do my best to avoid falling down into any of them until we can find some rope. We won't get rope probably in this video, maybe in the next one. We have to reach a certain spot on this place called the stash or something of that sort. In any case, let's keep venturing. So none of the heroes want to fall down the pit. None of them really want to take any damage and injure or crack their ankles or break their feet. That sounds absolutely horrific. And it looks like there's a pressure plate across the pit. So we'll let it shut. We'll come back here and explore all the pits later when we find some rope that lets us climb down without taking damage. Let's leave the torches on the walls at the moment until we know what's up ahead of us. Let's take a torch because it's really dark. My goodness, is it dark. Alright, hold on. I do want something on this. Oh, yeah, you know what? There we go. A note weighs as much as a suit of armor in this game for pressure plates. They're extremely sensitive. Maybe there's a sensor, a small, invisible, magical grid over this that determines if there's anything else except for the pressure plate there. Oh, and as a small tip, torches, when you place them onto a sconce, will never burn out. They only burn out when we're holding them, which hints that these are magical of sorts also. So the light, so maybe, hey, you know what? This makes sense in a way. The torches were lit once, who knows how long ago, and the holder that they're in, I think that's pronounced a sconce, magically keeps them lit, no matter how much is left to burn on the torch. We can hear a teleporter here. But I see no secret buttons there. Our first skeleton warrior. Skeletons have an instant attack they can use if you are on the side of them. Sorry, I'm hearing a rat. I don't remember there being rats here. Woo. We won. We have gained... Oh, wow. That is super wonderful. Because all this loot that we see right here is all random loot that drops from skeletons. We have an ancient shield. The shield radiates unholy energy. We can get 5 evasion with this, but we'll lose 15 health. I don't really want to drop our knight's health at the moment, even though he really wants to use a shield. Oh, 62 life. He has less life than energy. No, I can't risk it. That's too terrible. A skull cleave. So note that chop requires heavy weapons 3, but not the weapon itself. It is much better than the bone that we have here. This does 2 through 6 plus strength. And this does 7 through 22 plus strength. Look at that damage increase. We also have an ancient helm, which gives us 5 protection, but we lose 10 evasion without heavy armor. We'll hold on to it at the moment, but I'm not going to... Well, if it's only 2... Well, no, you can go... So, you can go negative into evasion. So, we'll keep our magical tribal mask equipped at the moment. That's super lucky that we got a skull cleave from that skeleton. As there's only one more we're going to fight before we have to deal with ratlings, I think. A tattered cloak. Seen better days. Much better days. Or those days have seen it in much better condition. 2 evasion. We'll give the cape to our knight. And an iron key. And I don't remember there being any secrets in this particular little room, but I think there's one in the next room. By the way, Pain Fane can wield. This is not, even though this does damage, this is not considered. Well, I guess this is considered dual wielding. No, this is not considered dual wielding. Each of his weapons is swung in, separately. If I was to swing the axe, the torch also goes on cooldown. This is different than if we had light weapons 3 and had a dagger in our offhand, in which case we could swing both the longsword, and then the dagger would also be available to be used, as opposed to it also going on cooldown. We're going to give the torches to Pain Fane at this moment to carry, since I do want more throwing weapons visible or usable on Aglaia. Sorry. There it is. I can see the secret from here. Right there, that circle. Scroll of Ice Shards. If you know what the spell is, by the way, you do not need the scroll. A single frost bomb. I guess we can give you bombs? Sifnab, you'll be throwing all sorts of things. Spells, bombs, and potions. And a round key, which we'll take. Oh, the votes are in, by the way. We have 2 votes only. But I agree with those 2 votes when it comes to party leader. We will make... Aglaia of Metri. Is that right? Aglaia. Yeah, Aglaia. Our leader. Makes a lot of sense, considering her backstory. That she was the leader of her tribe as well, so... Oh, I think we hit the wall there. Because I didn't even see a miss. So if we walk adjacent to him, we'll show what he does. Okay, that worked. That. He attacks with the sword, that's his axe, and he'll do an instant swing. Well, I was lucky. Being able to strafe as he's turning stops him from doing that. And we gain some levels. Alright, let's see. Another ancient helm. I'm not sure if I'm going to give you heavy armor, Pain Fane. I don't think I am, but we'll hold on to it. Wow. And we got another skull cleave. And another shield. We're not going to use these weapons, though. I guess we could hold on to an extra skull cleave at the moment, since I think there's a puzzle that wants us to use one. I'm not going to have him wear heavy armor. Well, or maybe we will. We'll see. Okay, we've leveled up. So a bad thing for me about playing the game on this high resolution is I cannot go check the spreadsheet I have. So I'll have to write down instead what my leveling will be. But we hit level 3, and so I'm going to go ahead and take a point here in light weapons. We'll do 20% more damage, and gets a little closer to using the thrust ability of the rapier. For Zifnab, Fire Magic or Concentration 2 would both be good picks for him. I think we'll go more damage for him at this moment and grab a third point in Fire Magic. And we picked up this wand. A beautifully crafted wooden wand that can be used to channel a wizard's energy. Zifnab started as a wizard for his character class, and thus his hands are glowing. This means that he can cast spells without needing a wand, but if any of my other characters wanted to cast spells, they must meet the spell requirement when it comes to concentration and or points in the spell, the elemental type, and they also must have a weapon equipped, like this wand. Note that this wand requires concentration 1 to equip, so if we were to give this to, let's say, Payden Fane, he can't even use it to cast a spell because he needs 1 point in concentration first. Alright, so that round key we took is likely used in this lock that we found quite some time ago. We also don't need that on us anymore. Yep, circular hole for a circular key. Oh, and by the way, how long have we been playing for? Oh man, what was I calling this? It's super important. Let's play chapter 2. Okay, and where are we? Okay, not bad. Just 15 minutes so far. More like 10, since we did a little bit of introduction. Ooh. So this place is not as abandoned. Or it is probably now, or could be now. But someone created this gigantic structure. I hope you guys don't mind me looking around from time to time, trying to see if there's anything on the ground or what have you. I think it adds to the ambiance to examine the things as we approach them. Zifnab stares at the crystal for a little bit before announcing that it is not a trap or a lock, but it is a handle to be pressed to open the door. Payden Fane is likely to be the most skeptical of magic, right? We're going, so Payden was the only one who didn't provide a background because I think he missed the initial video. So we're going with his lizardman was experimented on, similar to the pyramid in the Pool of Radiance games. And so he will be the most skeptical of magic and the most eager to destroy other spellcasters when he finds any. Hello, face. Bring forth 4 power gems, diffuse them into the essence of the element. Not all the gems lay under the skies. Some of them are buried deep underground. Each of these towers, we will find more of the... Oh, by the way, I guess I should have said this. Spoilers! I've beaten the game multiple times. I have a good memory of the story, at the very least, for this game, and where things are located, and so at least different types of enemies we'll be fighting, and where they are, and how the best to deal with them, if I can remember correctly. And then, in any case, expect spoilers. Lots of spoilers. I may even talk about the ending of the game. If you like what you see, and you haven't played this game, and don't want any more spoilers, go and buy the game. Go and buy it. Grimrock 2 is amazing, and there's lots of custom campaigns people have made, and some of them are phenomenal from what I have heard as well. So go and get it. Don't wait around. Just go and get it. You'll be very glad to have gotten the game, I think. If you like this type of game, of course. We will need to place 4 of those power gems onto that altar? DS? Table? Hear ye, O traveler of the dark. Be aware of the elemental shrines, once houses of light, now refurbished by the masters of the island. The shrines hold the keys to thy survival. Visit all of them, and do what the stone philosophers demand, and thee may be granted a way out, if that is what thee most desire. Now this is interesting. I never read this like rather I did read this a long time ago, but I didn't really get a hint. But this makes it sound like these shrines were created for some other purpose originally, and that purpose is no longer needed. Shrines of light repurposed into elemental shrines now to fend back the darkness. I wonder what that darkness was or is in this world. This is the elemental shrine of fire. Fire is the rune of strength, magma, and heat. Northwest is whence the forces of fire are strongest. A hint of 2 things. This symbol is the fire symbol, northwest, effectively, if we're looking at our rune grid as a map, where up is north, down is south. Strength is also interesting. Every point in strength that you take gives you a little bit of fire resistance, just as a heads up. You guys who have watched my videos often also know that I shut most of the doors after I explore them, and I walk everywhere, so I take my time to look around, so you guys are going to see a lot of that. We cannot reach that handle, by the way. We're not allowed to stick a sword or axe and try to hook it and press it. We can't reach it. Alas, it would be kind of neat if like a quarterstaff could be used to reach in and interact with these things, like in Ultimate Underworld, but nope, that won't be the case here. I realized, I think off-screen, that I cannot split my pellets into singular pellets, by the way. My intention was to only take 30 pellets, and then just use them for all my pressure plate needs going forward. But we'll instead grab maybe 100 or 200 pellets and use them for pressure plate purposes. And I think we'll be using the rocks as well soon, since I think the rattlings will drop us plenty of daggers. Random drop from the rattlings, if I recall correctly. Oh, a mushroom. I see the, Twigant? Wow! As if that just really killed it. It's dead. Magic can crit, as far as if I recall correctly, just like attacks can. And at rank 3 fire, we can now set things on fire when we hit them with a fire spell. Locked. We have no lock picks, so we're not going to get in that at the moment. When it comes to spoilers, by the way, you guys watching, Mark Williams was asking, I totally do not mind spoilers. So if I miss something, you guys are like, oh, Tim, you missed this item here. I do not mind whatsoever you guys telling me. This is especially true for things that were visible that I missed. For treasure chests that I missed, for example, I know there's one, where is it? I think there's a diggable chest. I think it's right here, if I remember correctly, right here. But I'm not going to dig it up, even if it is there, because I wasn't told that it's there. So I want to play these characters as if they don't know where things like that are, even though I, the player, do know. But if I miss something that was visible, yeah, I don't mind at all. Tell me, and I'll go back and grab it. I put another point in accuracy with you, Peyton. Why am I not just casting spells endlessly? We can. Nothing really stops you from doing so, but I do want the others to contribute. That, then there's something else about casting spells and energy that perhaps you guys don't know. As your characters recover energy, they lose more food. Zifnab is the hungriest, or will likely be the hungriest, even more than Aglaia of Metri will be, because casting all these spells will make him very hungry, as he has to recover his energy bar, and doing that does consume more energy. Ooh, lockpicks. Ah, very good. So now we can go back and get that other power gem. Hello. Accuracy. Very important. Nice! Good job, you guys. Okay, so... Nope, don't want to take that hit. Good. Alright, that one's on fire. So it will burn for quite some time, I think. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Okay, so... I'll take heavy weapons, too. With Paid and Feign. This does not improve to... you know what? Let's check really quick. So, what's your stats? Where's your accuracy? We have a 12 accuracy. I really feel that we need a second point in accuracy, because the rats coming up are going to be absolutely nasty. So we're... Belduc, you might disagree, but I really want one more point in this early on. And we'll probably leave it at 2 for the foreseeable future until you're much higher level, like around 10 or 11. We'll take another point in this. But right now, even though we could use more damage, I also really need to hit things. And so we're going to grab another point in accuracy with you. It also does mean that now Aglaia, from the back row, can hit creatures with the dagger, for example, that we have. So if we run out of throwing weapons, we will have her do that. I have to destroy every bush. If they attack me, we'll destroy their homes as well. Another power gem. Leather cuirass. Oh, sorry, no, that's not how you say that. Oh, wow. How do I say that? I can't. Leather leggings. There we go. Give some pants to you, Metri, which means that only Zifnab's running around free as the birds at the moment. I would, you know, no one's gonna bat an eye. We all started this adventure naked, so. Was that all that was over there? So far. We did pick up some lockpicks. I think I'm going to hold on to them at this moment, though. You can put all the power gems right on the same spot. But I like putting them on each of the corners of the, well, not corners, each of the sides for that. Just because I like doing that, so. If you guys are curious as to why I'm putting them in a certain spot. There's a new enemy here, isn't there? There you are. I'm going to call these wargs. We'll find they can drop some stakes, so we'll find out then what they're called. Right in its haunch, and it didn't even care. Uh-oh. No, they don't. They still don't see us. We don't want to get pinned. Okay, now he sees us. Hello. Oh, right in the face. Good God. Warg. Okay, these are wargs. I guess we should eat a little food. Let's see. Oh, well, no. Until we get to, like, halfway low. We shouldn't have food problems. Oh, Tim. We shouldn't have food problems in this game, if I recall correctly. I'm not intending to do any farming, by the way, in the game. So, we're not going to go back and kill the starting turtles, because I think, like, those are creatures that will respawn. I don't want to do that. I mean, we will if we're ever back in that area for some reason, if a quest brings us there, or there's something there that we think we might have forgotten. But I don't think we forgot anything in Shipwrecked Beach. Good hit there, Peyton. 30 damage. Good job as well, Devised. I may go back and get one of those, the box I left behind too, because we're gonna have plenty of food soon, and we'll leave this box filled with its food. Oh, someplace else. See how much damage you guys can do this. My not spellcasters. I'm curious how much life these things have. I get a better feeling of that when I'm not using spells to fight them. Okay, not bad. Not bad, guys. Blood drop cap. Zaffy robe. Devised is wearing already leather armor. You already are wearing a robe. Oh, better for you. Aglaia. Oh, interesting choice. We lose 10 accuracy with the baton. And it has more of a cooldown. But it does a little more damage, and it has a special attack. We'll try it for a bit. I can't pronounce that. Nope, not even gonna try. We have a cool looking desert hat, as it were, so we'll give it to you. Or is that right? Yeah, it's one protection. It's the same as the peasant's cap. I think there's some sets, some armors in this game that are considered to be like a set piece. And you get a small bonus if you're wearing all of them. I think that's the case for the meteor armor. And the paladin set, or the crystal set, I think. We haven't come up with rules, viewer, when it comes to saving and reloading. My intention is to never reload the game with it, like with what happens here, unless everyone is obviously dead. I will try my best not to have that happen, and even if we lose people, I will still do my utmost best to survive. We can rely on resurrection potions if we ever get any of those, and the limited amount of crystals that we have access to try to keep us alive. Full health and healed as we play through the game. This is where we're gonna start fighting rats, by the way. It'll be in this dungeon. I like to imagine that Peyton hissed at that spellcaster. And only a restraining hand on him. Probably from Aglia. Or Debestus. Kept him from charging the mage there. That's interesting. And he just vanished as opposed to casting a spell on us. There's no turning back. Is there a rat right? There it is. Hold on right-click on a weapon to activate its special attack. We can't let a second one enter this room. They can't open doors, if I recall correctly. We're the only thing I think that can open doors. And two rattlings would be awful. Without heavy weapons 3, we cannot use the cleave's special attack. Yeah, they have an instant attack that they use if you try to strafe them. So the rattlings teach you to move, to swing and move as they move. Wow, yeah, that burning is going to be really phenomenal. I don't think I've ever, my other playthroughs, I think I tried to level things a bit more equally, rather than tear down a single skill tree, as it were, or place all my points into a singular skill as quick as possible to benefit from it. So it'll be interesting to see you, Aglia, because we're going to put all of my normal skill points next into throwing as you level up. The next 3 levels. When you hit level 6, that will be done. Normally, I think I'm around level 10 or 11 before I would put 5 points into a skill, so it should be fun to see how big of a difference it is. They put some amount of work, by the way, into this place, judging from the stone architecture here. It's not just earth held up here by some wooden beams. This is all a stone structure of some sort. Scroll of Shield. Alas, you cannot cast this on another character. The person who casts this is the person who benefits from it. But it does improve your protection by 25. My intention is to have Debestus be our paladin. And so his offhand will eventually have something like this wand in it. In which case, he'll be able to cast shields and lights. And maybe the force fields is what he'll be casting. A leather cap. +4 armor, but we lose evasion. So we'll hold on to it here. Maybe we'll actually improve your armor once more, Paid and Fane, when you level again. So that you can wear leather armor without losing accuracy. And that would be the last we'll probably do for that. Oh, there is some food down here. Okay. Once we step on that pressure plate, that's it. We cannot go back now. So there's stuff down there, but I don't want to take any wounds. So we're just going to shut the pit at the moment. The 4 plagues. A puzzle room. Battle. Famine. Cold. Disease. You have to put in these alcoves, if I recall correctly, something that defeats the thing that they indicate. So battle is one with weaponry. Famine is won or defeated by having food. Salted sausage sounds too good for me to put it up there in that alcove. Cold is defeated by cold resistance. A cloak would work there too, I believe. And disease. I think a potion will work here. Spider silk cloak. The fine threads of this cloak seem to blend into the surrounding shadows. You lose 2 strength, but you pick up 5 evasion. That's 6 pounds less that Zifnap can carry. But right now we'll give it to him for a little more evasion. Potion of willpower. I guess, Zifnap, you'll drink this as well. So your energy will go from 134 to 135. We can take the items back from here. So I will take back our necklace and our potion. I don't really need that skull cleave, and they can have that 1 turtle steak. Make it a little easier in case someone else decides to go. Actually, I'm guessing that this place is reset, as it were. Who had mentioned it in the comments? I don't remember off the top of my head. Someone mentioned how the monsters vanish in a puff of sparks and like ashes, or what are they called? Cinders? They are magically summoned here, and I think they return from whence they came when they're defeated. Alternatively, they're like illusions, but I don't think that's the case. But we will find no corpses that aren't, I think, human bones or like in this area. A healing crystal. Oh God! I just threw something at you immediately. Oh, our dagger! Its instinct took over, and I just threw something at the leprechaun. Well, that's not likely to get us going. That's not likely to win any favors with the leprechaun. But I know, viewer, that that's a bad guy, effectively, as well. My goodness. Oh, Tim. Oh. Good work, guys. Nice, we get back a dagger from killing it. You're a little hurt, pain, and faint, but I think we can keep pushing for a tiny bit longer, at least. I want to say there's another rattling down there. Okay, I'm incorrect. Only one? Philosopher's Stone. Since we know that behind us is clear of hostiles, I'm going to leave this door open so we can maneuver back out here if we need to. An air symbol is on the stone. Say no to another blood drop. Getting a little hungry on everyone. Alright, let's have something to eat. I can't remember if the mushrooms are used to make potions in this game. I think they were in the first one, but I don't remember if that's the second one also has the same recipes. I don't think it does. Hello, loaf of bread. I love this particular puzzle because it shows you can take the bread from behind this, which is a hint that you can put things on the other side of grating. Ooh. A stat potion and another potion there. But we can't access those at this moment. I haven't seen any secrets. You can push the stone, and you will move it into, as you can see, different spots. I hear something back here. As long as there is just one of them there, we should be able to handle one easily. The stone here will be helpful. Good hits. Nice! Excellent work. And we got another dagger. I think once again they're random drops, so I really like getting... If we can get a throwing dagger from a ratling, everyone we kill, that would be amazing. Leather... Brigandine? Brigandine? I think it's Brigandine. +4 protection. One better than our Samuel vest. More lockpicks. Something else here, was there? Sorry about this, everyone, but I do want to check the walls. Ah, okay. I guess this gives us a place to safely rest if we need it. Oh, I love these guys. Okay, once I'm gonna let them hit me so that you guys can see what their attack is like. It's pretty amazing. They all attack you in the enemy, in their party, as it were. Oh, they're hurt? Like, no, we don't want it anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I have to kill you. You would totally do the same to me. Potion of Vitality. Hit points. We'll give it to our... We'll give it to the bestest. An energy potion. Give that to you, Zifnab. I will be using potions from my inventory. Originally, I was intending to use them in my alternate slots, but I don't think there's a hotkey to swap back and forth between different, weapon. Oh, there is! Is that right? X. Okay, so there is. Maybe I should do that. No, we'll leave them in our inventory at the moment. Oh. I remember this room. This is perhaps one of the worst rooms early game. Cool looking weight system here. A bunch of pulleys, probably to operate some of the doors that we've seen in this place before. And a key in an alcove. Very tempting. A pit nearby as well, I see. No one has a good feeling about this. And after some discussion, it's agreed that they'll take it and then run for the exit. Surely nothing bad will happen. So, enemies can take teleporters, yep. We could have fought them in that room, but we would have been pinned, and then we have to deal with angry skeletons. As you saw, those 2 hits almost dropped Payden, so we do not want that to occur. I probably should be a little more frugal with my healing potions, considering that we don't have an alchemist at this moment to recreate them. Not nearly as rigid as the skeletons in the first game, right? In their, how do I pronounce it? Phalanx formation? Skeletons take extra damage from lightning. Maybe it's the metal armor that they're wearing, which is why they take it. Excellent work, guys. Were they guarding anything in here? Some leather pants. Let's see. Plus 3 prot. No armor requirement, huh? Oh, Payden Bates not wearing pants either. Right, there we go. So, alright, good. Now we see one more pair of pants. Let's look around here. Nothing else here. Once again, we could fall down the pit. Down there, however, if I remember correctly, are some ratlings. And, I think it's one of the worst battles you can do. Because you could end up surrounded by them if you get unlucky enough and they're not... like, none of them are directly beneath you when you fall down the pit. And that's going to be an ugly, ugly battle. So we'll come back here when we have rope to crawl down the pits. Sorry, I have to do this. Leave the place cleaner than you found it. Alright, that's good. How long have I been playing for? But I say feels like an hour. We have another 10 minutes or so, or 15. All right, let's keep exploring. You'll probably at least kill a few more of the ratlings in a different area. The nest. Oh, interesting. So enemies can hurt each other. Good. I want that pirate to be first. Hopefully we can kill him before his friend shows up. I think we need another, well, I would like another point in accuracy for you. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, we have to kill this one next. Oh, I missed that. That's a shame. Nice! Burned to death. That was a fantastic hit, Peyton. 68 damage. I saw that. Wonderful. Nice. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work all around for everyone. I think we missed a few daggers and or darts. We'll pick them up as we walk back this way. Yep. Feels like we're down a few darts. To me. Or a dart? Where would it have been? I thought we had 5 daggers and 6 darts. Oh, this is where I begin to doubt myself, in so much that I don't see any in here, so. They didn't go to her inventory either. Oh, we can't use the rapier, Tim. We need Light Weapons 1 to use that on her. There you go. Oh, man. You guys are screaming at the screen. Like, Tim, it was here. It was obviously here. And I don't know where it is. And I don't see where it is either. Oh, there's more. Okay, we did have a dart right there. Oh, come on. I clicked in between the throwing weapons there. Another throwing dagger. We'll put that to excellent use. There are more rats in this area. Or at least we hear them. Oh, the cudgel. Okay. Let's walk out and we'll take a look at this weapon. So, less damage than the skull cleave. Not by much, but still by some. 7 less max, 2 less min. But this has a special attack that we can use now with Peyton Fane. So we're going to go ahead and give it to him. Fighters, which is what he is, have decreased energy cost and more rapidly charge their attacks. That was 92 damage, Peyton. I saw that. Hey, very good. And we get another dagger. Ooh, our torch is about to run out. We'll let it burn out. There we go. Just toss that out and put on another torch. Actually, we don't need a torch. Let's go ahead and level up our humans. So, Zifnab, at level 4, let's take a point in concentration. And now, Zifnab can cast Light. And as for Debestus, I think I do want more armor, but... Oh, and more accuracy with him. Light Weapons 3 would let me use the thrust attack on the rapier. But accuracy lets me hit more often. And if we need to cycle him into the back row, he can still attack if we do accuracy too. So... Oh, but we'll take Light Weapons once. Now, the cheating skill books. I need to actually go and copy the line. So I'm going to put a cut here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to test this out to make sure that this would work. And I'll give you guys the information in case you're curious as to how I managed to do this. So first off, I'm going to pop up the console, and I'm going to enter a spawning command, which will create the object that I want in front of me. The console is disabled by default, and you can't enable it through any configurations here in the game. You're going to have to go to where the Grimrock II configuration is located. This will be somewhere in like your C drive, username, documents, almost... Uh-oh. I heard you. Almost Human. I think that's the company name. Good job, guys. This one's defeated very quickly. Very good. In there's like a Grimrock II .config file. And you'll have to edit that. You can do so in your favorite text editor. And change the console equals false to true. Then, in my case, I change the key that I use to bring up the console to be 192, which is the tilde key on your keyboard. So let's see if I can do it. Yep, so up here, you can probably barely see it, but see that little dollar sign all in the upper left-hand corner? I can then paste this command, spawn tome _ wisdom with quotes and parentheses around it, and it will spawn a book. To close the console, hit tilde again. You'll be in console mode until you bring down the console, just a heads up. So you might end up doing something like this, desperately trying to fight, which I know I've done in games like World of Warcraft when I was in the chat box and didn't realize it. Anyway, so here's how we're cheating. Every 4th level, so levels 4, 8, 12, and 16, we will never reach level 20, like ever. We will probably never reach level 16 either. We'll probably be ending at level 14 or 15. But every 4 levels, I will spawn a tome of knowledge for everyone who has hit that 4th level. But there's a little more restrictions for this free point. These cannot go into their focus. So Debestus cannot put these, I will not let him put these into weaponry, armor, or accuracy, for example. He will put these skill points into concentration. And Zifnab will put these points he gets into alchemy. My plan for Aglia is she will get these points into evasion. And for Payton, he will get those points put into earth magic. Yeah, very weird, that one. When we level him up, we'll also be grabbing eventually a point in concentration before he reaches level 7 or 8 or so. This way it'll be as if he can vomit up poison on the enemies because he was experimented with. In any case, now that we have a point in alchemy, we can actually make potions. So I'm going to make a second health potion for everyone. A bit expensive. blood drop wise, but there we go. Everyone now has a second health potion. I will do my best not to use them, in so much that I really do want them to be used to heal wounds in particular, so I don't have to use the health crystals for it. But still, I've come around eventually to the realm of thought, which is use the consumables, don't hold on to them. So you'll see me probably using them a lot more often than either of us would normally agree to. But I think it'll be, well, acceptable to everyone. We have a bunch of wargs behind gates. The torch there. Be quick. Ah ha ha! I remember this. So this is a really sneaky little trap. I remember this. If you press this button, what will happen is the door will start to open, and then the pit opens up before that door is fully open, and you fall down that pit. If you just wait here for the pit to close, this spits a poison bolt at you. So what we want to do is hit the button, move off and away, and then move back after the poison bolt. There we go. Uh-oh. That was an interesting sound. That sounded like more gates opened. Guys, good work. I'm sure the dogs won't mind us stealing their dinner. Which is, I guess, all intents and purposes supposed to be us. I think there's a secret in one of these little pits. Or pits? In one of these little rooms. And yes, I missed that energy potion and just grabbed it now. Let's look at the map really quick. By the way, time is not paused while you're looking at maps. Just a heads up. I'm fine with you guys standing out there in the dark. Chance to throw more daggers at you. Oops. Oh! Okay, our first wound. Oh, that's a foot injury, so we need to cure that. Okay. So, we should be fine at the moment. We will kill the other wargs, just to make sure I don't make another mistake like that and end up with another foot injury. But once they're all dead... Oh, okay. Another egg. Turtle egg. I shouldn't have fed them when I did. I didn't realize we get a turtle egg here. When we kill the other warg, we'll use a health potion on devised. And I guess, because I do want everyone having 2, we will make another for that purpose. Foot injury affects our entire group. As you can see, we move a little slower now, thanks to having it. Excellent work. We have 2 other people who have leveled. Padden Fane. Let's give him an armor point. This way he too can wear lighter armor. Aglea can get a throwing point. And now we'll spawn 2 more books. Oop, and our light spell just expired. So, Payton is taking earth magic. He can't even use it because he can't cast spells from his hand, and without a point in concentration, he can't cast spells anyway because he needs like a wand. But we're going to give this to him anyway, as that's something fun. And Aglaia will get evasion. Why evasion? You're asking for her. Well, first off, athletics is something I plan on taking with her when we've maxed out critical at some point. We'll be taking a few points in this for extra carry capacity. But evasion, I think, is something fun, or dodge. But at 3 points in, the cooldown of all her actions is decreased by 10%, which I believe means that she can throw daggers more quickly, or her throwing weapons. So we'll take this with her. Something that you would probably never take, right? We want to make sure there's no more wargs running around before we use that health potion. I suppose we could fall down a pit. We already have the foot injury, but we could end up with even more foot injuries. Wait, did I miss it? I did! Wow! Oh, wow! You get a rogue vest right here? A vest made from a material that seems to blend into the surrounding shadows. So, it's +5 prot and +1 dex. I'm not planning on giving Aglaia any armor, and this doesn't require armor to be worn, and the extra dexterity will be very nice, since it will allow her to hit more often. Yeah, very good. Okay, we want to make sure there are no more wargs. They might have explored some other areas of the dungeon. Let's go back and make sure there's none by the stone. Okay, I do not see any there. Okay, we'll search back towards the entrance, and if we don't find any, then we can drink a healing potion, and we'll call it a session, everyone. Yeah, fun! Really like this. Really like this. Hopefully I'm doing well in the combat. That wound was a bit unlucky on my part. And by unlucky on my part, I mean both, oh, that stinks. That we took that I was unlucky enough that the warg scored a hit and wounded our feet. But also, that I didn't do that fight quite correctly. Alright guys, so thank you again for watching. And when we come back, we'll explore more of... Where are we? The Twig Root Tunnels. We'll be chasing the Leprechaun. And he is a mini-boss of sorts. So, we will get to see that in the next one. So take care again, everyone, and thanks for watching.